All right, we are here in New Mexico. We're going to go to, well, I'll let him introduce you himself.
Hello, I'm Ezekiel Robinson, Shane's son here. So last night, well, I guess I should say leading up to last night, I'd been noticing a lot of like synchronicities, whether it was like numbers, like with the time, or just like, I don't know, you could just sort of just see them when you like look around, and I was just seeing like, on this weekend, I saw like a big influx in synchronicities and stuff like that. And last night, I wasn't awake the whole time. I got kind of sleepy. I fell asleep for that. But for the part that I was awake, I saw what to me it looked like. The first really big thing I saw was it looked like a shooting star. It was like real big, and it was only there for like a moment, and it had like a real bright trail behind it. And it was just cool because it seemed like no one else like saw it and stuff. And like I kept looking around, and I saw like a few more things that looked like shooting stars, and I definitely saw some stuff that I would say was like crafts, or whatever you want to call it, moving in unexplainable ways and all that. But yeah, it was just really cool. Like the energy last night was definitely there, and it was like a great place to be and all sorts of things. Yeah. So there you go.
Oh, that close?
Yeah. Center stage.
Hi.
That's not a microphone.
Well, he was using the microphone.
Yeah. That's a tribal mic. Yeah. You got the power. You got the mic.
All right. Okay, cool. Steffy B here. I am. Is this thing working? I'm so. I'm just a freaking grateful light of beautiful love, and just so grateful to have connected to this beautiful soul family here. I'm also having trouble licking for some reason. It's a thing. Effie, E-F-F-Y. That's the ego. Sorry. I'm trying to make it quick. We're gonna make it quick. There's the camera. Stop it. I didn't sleep much, so that makes it harder for me not to talk too much. Excuse me. Pardon me. I got to do my first beautiful, fun comedian show with all my beautiful soul family here. So powerful. Yesterday, we had a magical CE5 contact. It was amazing. I got here later than everyone, and it was just one big bang of powerful love and light. Yesterday, I'm living in magic, and now like the magic is just even the synchronicities. The magic is even grander than ever before. And last night we saw so many shooting stars, ships, light beings, and the synchronicities were amazing. I had these 2 dots show up on my arm yesterday, and I knew it was a synchronicity. And then Joyce had 3 and Ezekiel, he had spots show up on his hand, and I knew it was going to be a synchronicity. And Joyce had 3 looking like a triangle shape on hers pop up. And the first mega experience I had in the CE5 last night was 2 light beings that came together evenly spaced and just kind of hung out, looking like the 2 on my arm. And then 3 other light beings, I saw them as light beings, came together and formed a triangle right next to the 2. There was the 2 in the triangle, and then there was just so many other magical things. And I do have to say the most amazing, powerful magic thing for me, and then that's it, I'm gonna be done, was at the very end, we saw an amazing light that just went across the trees, and I don't know how many hundreds of feet away that was from us, and it was bright, and it went all the way across. And then we thanked God in the universe and asked it to come closer, and it came closer, and it was a little less bright that time, if you remember, and it came closer, and it was on the ground, and the light shot across, and it was on the ground. And then we was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and come closer, please, thank you. And then like 50 feet away from us, a little less light, it might have blinded us too much, I don't know. And it was, again, the light just kind of shot across 50 feet away from us, right there, right next to us. It was the most amazing. We got all kinds of beautiful downloads and healings, and I know, and timeline shifts, and I'm so grateful, and thank you so much. And over and out for now.
Okay, Steffy, shout out your channel real fast, your YouTube channel.
Oh,
you guys gotta go check her out on YouTube, you guys.
Yeah, come check me out. I'm a channeling. I'm new at this, so I'm a channeling comedian, light language dancer, at your service. And right now the name is Be Free with Steffy B, or at Cosmic Comic Dancer and Sage, and it might go to all the way to that one if you got that one anyway. So yeah, because then okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm Carrie. I'm the host of the CE5, the house. Well, we're all the hosts, really. It couldn't have been. It would have been completely weird without one of you here. You know?
It would have been weird without you opening your home to us.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, you would have fit in really well with Taos, just kind of wandering everywhere.
Yeah, I got that.
So that was pretty great. But my experience, I've been doing this for a few years now, so I'm pretty grounded in it. So what I was observing last night, along with all the incredible crafts that came in, was the communication within our own group and to them. It was almost like, we asked a question, we get a response, and it was a response that we needed. But it was really observing everybody who was having the experience in their own experience and being able to live vicariously while I was there through all their experiences. Because that's what it was about for me. It was the relationships formed here, having energetic exchanges, and then reaching out to the stars to even have hang out with the star fam. And it was super magical, and I felt the transcendence in it very much, and I was super satisfied. So it was very highly active. It was fun. It was incredible. I felt the shift within our own group from the beginning of day one, and individually I'll come to you probably on an individual basis and give you a share of what I received from you as a human and a badass. So, but yeah, it was quite spectacular. I feel from them that they're really happy. They're excited. It was game changing, I think, for all of us. For me, on a human level, because I feel that my ascension is more of a learning how to be descended here on Earth. And this was a real grounding moment of like, we're about to change the world, or we are. But this was, it was a heartfelt moment for me within the human realm, not so much in the star realm. And that was surprising. So that's my experience.
Hello, I'm Gabby. I'm Shane's daughter. My experience going to the CE5 event is, before we even did the meditation or anything, there was so much activity. I got there, I could see, it looked like a shooting star zip back and forth and blink 2 times. And it's like they were just waiting for us to call them in, And we were doing the meditation, and in my mind, I told them, I'm like, listen, you got to take it slow with me, because if you come up behind me and you grab me or something, it might startle me a little bit. So just kind of ease into it. Like I'm ready to meet you guys, but just chill a little bit. So, during the meditation, I felt like one of my dreads like lift up and go over and like drop, and I was like, oh, that's the wind. That's my imagination, and so like I didn't know if it would break the group concentration to like turn around and look, but so I just kind of like kept my eyes closed. But afterwards we were all just kind of honing in on the sky, and I'm the type that like I need like a little bit of like, I'm a little bit of like a loner sometimes, so I'm like, okay, I need to like go somewhere where I can like be alone and get that contact. But I also got a message that to get in the right vibration to meet my star family, it would be beneficial to be by my earth family. So I went by my dad and I took him, we went down the street and we were both using like the ghost radar apps, and our apps were pinging back and forth with messages. And we would stop and it would be like further, and then it would be like walk, and we're like, okay, we're going. And Like, you know, at one point we went back, and then, you know, his phone, and it was his choice to go back, and his phone was like, nerd, go, you know, voyage, like, you're a nerd, go back on your voyage, you know. And so we went back out again, and the Ghost Radar app picks up orbs too. So, you know, different periods of time we would, you know, get an orb and take a photo. You caught one or two, right? Yeah, it was so cool. And then one of the photos picked up like something black on the ground, and the Ghost Radar app said something.
Oh, we were like, what is that? We're zooming into the picture because it's pitch black out there, not considering that we were right next to where we just took the picture.
Right.
So we're trying to zoom in on the picture, and we're like, what is that? And it said check.
Yeah, like go check.
Like, stop looking at the picture and go over on the ground.
Yeah.
And there was 2 black rocks over there that stood out.
Two black rocks.
There's one over. I think one's on the table.
Yeah. And then we pick it up, and then the Ghost Radar app says excellent. Like right when we pick them up, excellent. You got our gift.
Wow.
And I didn't say you got our gift, but it said excellent, which, you know, that's what I took it to mean.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I had like waves of like feeling, like it felt like they were sending out like vibrations or something. Yeah, that's awesome. It was cool. You can go next.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot one thing.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Also, I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, and I was thinking back to the night, and I was like, you know, I don't want to get home and like talk myself out of my experience and like that was fake. And I got a message to go outside, and 444 is like my number when everything's going right. So right as I go outside, I look at the time on my phone, and it's 4:44, and I look up, and it's just a craft shoots by. So that was my, you know, confirmation.
My name is Summer Rain from Portland, Oregon. I just moved into Arizona, and so things have been lining up for me since I got there. And I knew my friend Sandy was talking about this magical event, and so I thought I have been living the van life for many months, and thought I would, hey, I'll just drive on over there. And I was very grateful to bring my friend Joyce with me from Mexico. And my favorite part about being here is being in community and being able to play the drums. I've just felt so grounded and just so much love. And it's so nice to have like-minded people where we're all, you know, expressing compassion and love and honor and respect to each other. And it's just really powerful. So that's been my favorite part, and just having the high frequency. So it was so fun to experience the rainbow with Carrie outside when we were thinking about it, and it magically appeared. There's been so many synchronies with money, with numbers, and I think one of my favorite part was driving up to the experience. That was so great. Just all of us in community in our vans, that most of all of them were white. I was noticing that. And I'm like, oh, the light workers are going up to do some magic. You know, it was really neat. And then being up there, it was so quiet, you know, when the airplanes weren't there, and when we were just all still, and it was so magical. The meditation was great. Seeing the shooting stars and the, you know, mystery flying objects floating around was so super awesome. The moon sinking into the earth was just amazing. And so I got cold and had the whole back of the truck by myself, and I snuggled up under my sleeping bag and just had this secure safety of just being loved and held and protected. And while I was feeling that, like this big round orange ball, it was a shooting star that it kept going, and it was floating so smoothly. It happened for like 15 minutes. It was amazing. And then it just kind of went poof, and just, I don't know what that was, but it looked like a ball of fire falling out of the sky. So yeah, that's been it for me. It's just been really magical being here with everyone. So thank you.
Hi there, I'm Joyce. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I moved to Baja, Mexico about February 22nd of 2022. So Still getting my feet grounded there, but it's a very magical place. And so when I told my friends that I was coming here, what I was doing, they tipped their head and went, what? It's everything that we actually, that I already have down in Baja. And they're like, why are you going all the way over there? You can do healing waters and do the star stuff and sound bowls and all of this stuff there. And I was like, well, I'm going through this major change in my life, and it was the step that I needed to just do something on my own and get out of the comfort zone. And then hanging out with Summer was a great transition because she's such a beacon of light and love, and she brings out the silly in me, and that's what I've been missing. So I really am really thankful that that you called me and told me about this twice. My first answer was a few months ago, and I don't even think I let you finish. I was like, no, I don't have time.
No, she's busy.
And then the second time she told me, I don't think I let you finish, and I was like, I'm coming.
Yep. Yep. I'm like, whoa.
It was all energy, yeah. So when you're ready, you're ready. So, and for like lessons and what I got collectively, I think was how magic life can be, and just don't be scared that you're gonna be alone. Like there's always like this magic that can happen when you're willing to just let go. Yeah, it's
Okay.
He agrees.
That's it.
Both agrees.
Hi, I'm Suzanne, and I came here because of the number 3 and Carrie. Thank you for the invite. It's been nice meeting this group of people. My experience with, is this really a mic?
No. I know, I was totally gonna
Sorry, I should have said that on. I see, I can believe anything now after last night. I'm kind of on the low key right now because I just got a really nice treatment from Joyce, and she gave me the bar treatment, so I'm kind of low key on talking right now, but I just wanted to say thank you and love you all.
My name is Rue. You can see I have needles on my face, so also pretty chill. I came to this event because of Carrie, and I missed the first couple of days, but was happy I was able to come to the meditation. Almost missed it, but I was driving to the destination. I just felt so much love and warmth from the community, and I could just feel the excitement and the curiosity that we all had together. And it was just very palpable that we were all there just to see things from other dimensions and other worlds. And that was the most activity that I'd ever seen in my life. And it was just nonstop of lights and blinking, and it was really incredible. And I was thinking that when I see them, it just filled my body with just so much joy. But I never thought about like what they look like. And then at night when I was sleeping, I had a contact. I saw some snow on the ground, and I went closer. It looked like melted ice. And then when I went even closer, it was this really large, tall, gray being just lying on the ground with like a big head. And it was just very neutral, and there was no movement, but I think they just wanted me to see like, this is what I look like, or one of them, and it was pretty magical to be able to experience that, and just been having a really great time playing music with everyone, and really thankful for this community.
Hi, I'm Sandy, and I want to talk a little bit about, yes, this is my mic. I want to talk a little bit about the silence of last night when we were all up there on the hill staring at the stars, and the silence was just so potent. And it just felt, it was a different kind of silence, because sometimes you can have silence and you could feel really alone, and it could be really vast, and this kind of silence was really like a hug from the universe, because they knew that we were looking and seeking and communicating with the beings that were out there. And we all had our own individual experience. I know that I felt rushes and waves of heat and love moving through my body. And it was soon after that Steffi B already talked about that we saw the waves of light moving through the sagebrush. It started out in a distance. We thought maybe it was a lightning flash, but we were curious because it didn't really seem like a lightning flash. And then we asked for it to come closer, and it came closer. And when it came closer, it wasn't on the horizon backlighting the trees. It came closer, and it was in the sagebrush, a beautiful just wave of light. It was soft white light that moved through the bushes. And then we asked it to come closer, and like she said, it was 50 feet away or so, and another just soft wave of light moved through the bushes. And it was a beautiful experience, as well as all the craft that we saw in the sky. And they would move one way and change and go the other way, or they'd move unison and they'd cross over and go one way and go the other way. There were all different colors of lights and flashes. And I think it really filled our hearts and our souls with a knowing that we're not alone. And that's what this whole weekend has been about. It's been about being seen. I think we all can say that we've been seen here, and we've been held here, and we feel the love and the connection when we look into each other's eyes. And I think that was the most important part for me.
I'm Elaine, and this is my first CE5 event, but as soon as I saw Shane Robinson's interview with Sandy and Carrie, it was a while ago, I don't really recall, but I knew I had to be there. I heard Galactic Family, and my ears perked up. I got a piece of paper, wrote the date, and knew I had to be there. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So it also coincided with my solar return. So I knew this has got to be good. So I made sure to be here, but I think I really didn't have a choice. So I knew I was here to meet my tribe. That came through loud and clear, and it's so good. It's so good to have people who get me, and the love has been overwhelming. The energy, the positivity is very overwhelming. I'm a 1-degree Leo, and today is my solar return. So there. So there. I'm the heart of the zodiac. I cry a lot.
And it's her birthday the day after tomorrow. You guys say, happy birthday!
A rebirth day.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, who gives a crap about numbers, right?
Right.
So anyway, I came expecting magic, and I got magic. Last night, of course, every night it's been brilliant, and the triple rainbows was spectacular. Yeah. I believe we got some really good videos, right, Steffi?
Yeah.
B. So it was phenomenal. Carrie has put together, and Sandy did a phenomenal job, and you guys deserve big kudos. The theater is magic. Last night under the stars was breathtaking. It was alive. You could feel the life above us, and it's hard to tell with everything in the air anymore what's not ours and satellites, but we knew by the movement. There was one that absolutely looked like a ship going by. It was not a shooting star. That caught some attention, but my real magic happened after everybody went to bed. about 3:30 in the morning, I went outside and set up my chair, and I communicated and I asked them to let me know if it was worth my time of sitting out at 3:30 in the morning. You know, do I need to be here or should I just go into bed? And one went by. And I thought, okay, I'll go get a blanket, got my coffee, got my stargazer chair, and I made myself comfortable. And I laid there and I watched. I turned my chair a few times, trying to feel which part of the sky, because there's a lot, which part I wanted to face. I faced that direction. I don't know which one that is because I'm directionally challenged. I thought it was. I faced north, and the Milky Way it was just a section of the Milky Way that was in my vision. And I'll tell you what, I picked the best part of the sky. Within 30 minutes, I went out at 3:20. Within 30 minutes, I came in at 4 to use the bathroom. I had counted 11 ships.
Awesome.
These were not shooting stars. They weren't what we were seeing earlier on the plateau. These were slower moving, but they didn't have tails. None of them had tails. A few of them were fast enough but they didn't have tails. You could tell they were ships. And they were zoom. And then I was like, okay, cool, zoom. Well, come in closer. And I was talking, and they were just bing, bing, bing. And I'd see on my peripheral, bing. And I was laughing, going, oh my God, well, let's communicate. Let's hang out. And because I like to talk, and it would be somebody new to talk to, visit with. It's like, let's hang out and get to know each other. I'm cool. I'm sure you're cool. And I saw what looked like a metallic orb, and it's hard to tell, in the sky which way and all this, but it was just dropping just steady and slowly, just getting in. It looked like it was coming closer and closer, and I was thinking, this is it. But I was cool, Carrie. I was cool. I didn't jump in my chair. I was like, yeah, hell yeah. It's like, come on down. Let's, get as close as you feel comfortable and safe doing. And so it got very close, and I was like beckoning it, because it wasn't quite close enough for me, but I was beckoning it to come closer. It like just zoom, and then right behind it, another one just started dropping. I was like, I'll talk to you. I was like, I'll talk to anybody who wants to drop in. And nobody actually felt safe enough or comfortable enough or whatever, but they knew it was my solar return. Yeah. I got that, and they celebrated.
That's awesome. Celebrate your star family.
And it's like I said, give me a birthday I'll never forget.
Aww.
And I did. I got one. So, and thank you for making this memorable for me. It's one I'll never forget.
I think it's your turn right now. Hey, boy. We'll give Mr. Unbiased now.
There he is. He needs his microphone.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, as always, it's always a pleasure meeting other people with, that they're open-minded, and seeing Mandela effects and talking to star people, and you can feel comfortable sharing your experiences without feeling crazy or whatever. But, just meeting all these people, with Carrie opening up his house and all the work Sandy did, along with Carrie, and for doing this whole thing. And, I just really appreciate everyone just being here and being part of this whole thing, because it really was a group thing. That I would say that, to add to Gabby's story, because since I was with her, there was this point when we could actually feel the energy of them interacting with us very strongly. And I felt intuitively that, sure, they like to put on the show for us, they like to do things like that, but what we were getting was more energetic and more of an energetic connection happening, that I think we'll realize over the days. And I think Rue's dream, or her experience, like in the middle of the night with that contact experience, was a great example of how, even though we left the mountain, it wasn't over. So awesome. Yeah. And I'm running low on hard drive. So
Bye for now.
bye, everybody.
Bye.
Spin it around in
You
circles.
guys had some great experiences.